What is up, my friends? This is FT back again with another Minecraft related video. Today though, what we're going to be discussing is how to create textures in Minecraft using the program Gimp. Now Gimp is very nice. It's a free program, very equivalent to a Photoshop-like program, but obviously Photoshop is a little more refined. However, this will help you get started if you're just new into this. Now this is not going to be a tutorial on how to create a texture pack. I will leave a link in the description to a tutorial on how to do that. This is strictly on how to use Gimp to texture blocks and items in Minecraft. So let's get to it. Alrighty then. So I'm going to assume at this point that you have either already learned how to create a texture pack, or you're going to look it up later, because if you look up that video that I linked in the description, you'll actually be able to watch a tutorial on how to do that, and it even shows you how to get the items that you want to edit. Now I grabbed two files myself. I grabbed the netherrack and the nether brick, just to show you just briefly how this works with Gimp. So if you right click on one of these files, you can go down to open with, and then you go to GNU image manipulation program. So you can kind of see the little symbol there. That's your Gimp program. So you can open it with Gimp. I had Gimp open, so it should load a little bit quicker. Yep, there it is. Okay, so when you open it up, you're gonna see it's just this little itty bitty file or picture, and that's because Minecraft is a smaller texture game. But there's very easy ways of fixing this. So if you go up to the top, you go to view and you click on the zoom, you can fit the image in the window, and boom, you have the full size in your view. Now your brush, you want to find your tools. You go up top here, you go to Windows if yours aren't up, and then you click on your tools. I can pull up my toolbox. Alright, so now I have my toolbox here, but my brush size is quite large. If you notice all of the little dotted lines, but you can change the size right here. This is pixel size. You bring it all the way down to 1, and there you go. You only have 1 pixel that you can change at a time, so it'll make things a lot easier. So what you're seeing here is the standard netherrack texture, and we can change this to whatever we want. So if we were to click on this little color code right here, it pulls up this, change your foreground color. So you can just manipulate this any way you want. Find the color that you really like. Let's go with this blue, and then we can adjust this. We'll hit OK. Alright, now we have blue. So if we go over here, we can use our pencil tool, and you can just click and it'll fill it in. You can do a lot with the different texturing sizes. So if you've ever played with skin programs or anything like that, you're going to be able to manipulate this whatever way you want. You can also make it transparent, so if you wanted to make it kind of invisible, you could, but with a block that really would not look good, because then it's kind of like a weird little effect in the block that you're trying to texture. But there are certain things like glass bottles that can be adjusted as well. So this just gives you a very quick idea of how this works, and you have to play around with all these tools here if you want to get a little bit more advanced. And if you're really quick at this, if you get pretty good pretty fast, you can actually use this on the textures of various mobs as well. Now obviously they have plenty of programs out, or at least a few, for modeling softwares for all the different kind of mobs, and those can be something that you might be able to utilize. A lot of the mobs are similar sizes to the player characters, So you can actually use player character skins as your mobs if you wanted to find a way of doing it that way. I've done that with a few and it's worked out really well. So this is just a little idea of how to do this, and now you just kind of texture, pick a different color, and you just figure out what you want and how to work this. And of course they have a little smudge tool, so you can kind of smudge it around so the colors nearby will kind of have that hue if you start off of that. And that can help you with whatever you're trying to texture to give it a little bit more. There's also a burn tool, which kind of does a little bit of the opposite. It kind of makes it a little lighter. So these are just different kinds of tools that you have at your disposal when you're using Gimp. Now, like I said, this is just a very simple and quick tutorial on how to use Gimp. And if you want to get really detailed with it, there's plenty of resources out there. And if for some reason I get responses on this, like people want to see more, then I would be more than happy to put out a little bit more of a detailed tutorial. So I hope you guys found this interesting, and I hope you're able to utilize this.